Hello everybody, hope everybody's keeping well. Thank you for coming back to my channel. We're going to have a look at the birds, how we've been getting on, how we've been dealing with a few things. We've had some problems with some mites. I'm going to show you how I've been colour feeding my canaries, and then we're going to have a look outside and have a look at a few things what's changed in my bird shed. But everything's going well so far. The new colour canary I put with a siskin, with the siskin that I got. I bred one little chick from him, so he's a mule. Hopefully it's a cock, fingers crossed, but in all cock. I'm very happy to breed one. Some of the canaries now, I've took the nest pans out. I'm stopped breeding them now. They give me 3 rounds. We've lost a lot of chicks really in the nest pan. The ones that's already been out, they're all right. We're getting maybe 1 or 2 from each nest. But yeah, it's a slow progress, so it's good either way that we're getting babies. The thing what I think was like stopped a lot of that is mite. I've had a lot of trouble with mite. I've had red mite. So how I've sort of dealt with my mite is I got some smoke bombs. I put a smoke bomb in here. I've been using S76 Pulitry Shield. I've been cleaning all the cages down, spraying the cages all around the bird shed. It's all PVC plastic, so I've been wiping all Pulitry Shield, spraying it, wiping it off, spraying it, wiping it off for nooks and crannies everywhere. But I'm told by a lot of people that the best stuff for mite is X-Salt. So I'm going to order some of that and then give the birds a go, see how I get on with that. A lot of people have told me that with the X-Salt that they don't have no mite at all, so I'm going to try that and then see if it helps me. The stuff that I've been using, I've been using some spot-on drops at the back of the necks of the birds. It's slowed them down, but it ain't stopped them. So I don't know. We'll try the X-Salt. A few people that I've talked to, they said that they've tried everything for mite. The only thing that works for them is X-Salt. So the only way to find out if it'll work for me is by getting some and trying it. So I'm going to get some and try it. As for the new colour canaries, like the grey wings and the other new colour canaries, a bloke he told me that I need to be colour feeding them. So what I've been doing lately now is I've been getting some of this Carefully Red. It's like a red powder. Looking on YouTube, I've seen a couple of videos that people give it to them in the water. But the bloke told me, he said just put it in some egg food. He said mix it around. So I've done that. He said because if you put it in the water, he said it'll go all over the birds. He said it'll go all over the cages. He said it'll ruin everything. So I put it in the egg food, and this is what it looks like. So what I do is when I put it in there, I added a little drop of water to it, because when I first put it in there, I couldn't see the red in there. So when I added the water in there, it brought the red right out. So that's what worked for me. But this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. But yeah, I've been giving that to me new colour canaries to bring the colour out, and obviously when the molt out. So that's for the new colour canaries. What I've done outside is I've brought the native bullfinches in. I don't think I'm going to be breeding them this year. So I brought them in, put them at the top cage where the Siberian bullfinches was, try and steady them up a bit for next season. The Siberian bullfinches are outside. In here, in the double breeder, the hen built a nest in the corner. She had 2 eggs. The eggs, I put one of the eggs under a canary. The eggs was no good. So now they're outside. The hen's built a very big nest in one of the trees. And the reason why I put them outside is for 2 reasons. One, the natives, I wanted to bring them in, and I've got no room, so something would have had to gone outside to come inside. and two, the size. The Siberian bullfinch is a lot more bigger than what the native bullfinches are, and it's just more room for them, and I thought it'd be more better for them. And a couple of days ago, I've had them in there now for a couple of weeks, and I thought to myself, well, I put them in the double breeder. I thought, as soon as I put them in there, within a couple of days, the end built up, and it was very good, and I was happy, you know. And I thought to myself, well, why aren't they doing nothing outside? You know, there's more room for them, there's more different spots, and feeding them the same, everything's the same, apart from where they're at. And then a couple of days ago, I thought to myself, well, should I bring them back in? And I'm happy that I didn't, you know, and it just shows, like, just have that little bit of patience, wait a little bit longer, and it'll work, because now she's built a very, very big nest in the branch. I will show on the video. What I've done is I give them a little bit more nesting material through the door. I just left it hanging on the door, but there's loads of nesting material on the floor, and she took the nesting material from the door and built a nest. But that's a good sign, you know. Hopefully we get some eggs, and maybe we'll get some babies, who knows, fingers crossed, we can only hope. Then the greenfinches, they've had two nesters, but they ain't done nothing. Like, they've had eggs, the hen's sitting on eggs now still, and no babies, no nothing. But the eggs is there, the nest is there, and the hen's sitting on them, and the cock's like treading the hen, and it's good. It's like they're doing everything they're meant to, but I don't know why we're not getting no babies. So yesterday I went to Stafford bird show, the spring sale show. When I went there, I was looking around, and the nesting pans that I got in with them, they're not very big. They're not much bigger than this nesting pan here. So as you can see, this nesting pan, they're not much bigger than this. Now when the hen's building, she's building right around the nest. So what I've done is I've bought a bigger nesting pan. So as you can see, compared to each other, the size difference is a lot different. So I bought a different size nesting pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this nesting pan in with the greenfinches, and I'm going to take another nest out. I'm going to rip it apart, and I'm going to see how they got on with a bigger nesting pan. So hopefully that'll change things, and hopefully we'll get some baby greenfinches. The Siberian goldfinches, the cock that we lost, I've still got the hen that he was paired up with. I've got her in here. I put the new cock bed with the other end that I bought out in the flight. The end built up, and within a matter of no time I had 5 eggs. Speaking to the bloke that I got them off, when I went and hooked the cock bed up, he gave me some advice. He said you need to be giving them some probiotic and some stuff. So I said, where can I get it from? So he said, there's a website online called EasyM. So I went on EasyM. He gave me some probiotic as well to bring home. But I got some probiotic from EasyM. I've been giving them some of this, mixed in with the egg food. I've been giving it to all the birds, and I've been giving them some of this. It's like a conditioner for breeding or something like that. When I read up, it's meant to bring them on. But yeah, when I've been giving them that, the Siberian goldfinches, I got 5 eggs off them, and the bloke said to me, he said, take the eggs out. He said, if you got any canaries, he said, put them under the canary. So the canaries that's been doing it for me is the new colour canaries and the Raza canaries. So what I've done is the Raza canary had a egg due to hatch, and I got some other canaries below them, and I put the egg in with the other canaries because they had eggs but none of them was fertile. So I put the egg, the one that was fertile with the Raza canaries, I put that in with the ones below, and I put the goldfinch eggs in with the Raza canaries. So after like now a bit of time and things, and the Raza canaries, there's 3 of the eggs is fertile. One of them broke. I pulled them out to have a look to see if they was fertile. When I put them back, the end must have jumped straight on them. One of the eggs had a little dent in it, and then yeah, so it was gone. But 3 of them are fertile. By looking at them in the light, you know, I don't 100% know that they're fertile or if they got chicks in them, or you know, but they got veins in the eggs and they look good to me. By looking at the canary eggs and then comparing them to them, they look good to me. So that's a good sign from the goldfinches. The red poles is gone down. The end's sitting on 5 eggs, but what she done was something very strange, and she. In my flight, I've got a nesting pan at the back wall, and I've got a nesting pan just as you come in, what hangs over at the front of the door. What she done, she took nesting material, she built up at the nest at the back, and then she built that nest. Then as soon as she had built that nest, she built up in the nest at the front, and then she laid the eggs in the nest at the front, and now she's sitting on the eggs at the nest at the front. But I see the cockbird, he was in the nest at the back, sitting, so I don't know if there's some eggs in there, so I'll have to check that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a tour around, show you the mule, some of the birds that I got from Stafford yesterday, and then we'll have a look at our new pair, because what I've done now is I've put the siskin with the goldfinch. For people that don't know, a goldfinch or a finch crossed with a canary is a mule, but a finch crossed with a finch is an hybrid, so it wouldn't be classed as a mule if they bred. I'm not expecting them to breed, they're just in there, just leave them do the thing, and if they breed, they breed, if they don't, they don't, you know. But yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll show you the mule that I bred, I'll give you a little tour around, and I've got a flight outside that I've set up for my young birds. I'll show you that. We'll have a look at the birds at the 4 flights where my Siberian goldfinches and my bullfinches and things is, and then we'll put the video of the Stafford show on the end of the video, and we'll go from there. But yeah, hope you have fun. So as you can see, with our canaries here, we've took the nesting pans away. They won't be having any more nesting pans. That's it now. For these, they've had as many rounds is what I want to give them. But just in here, you can see the siskin mule, just here. There's the hen, poking her head out. He's flying, he's a happy little bird. Then just up here, where we had the Siberian bullfinches, we've got the native bullfinches now. Same here, we've took the nest pan away. And then we've got our hybrid pair, siskin goldfinch. Just below, this is going to be their last round for these new colour canaries. We've got a little baby one in there. So yeah, she did have a nest with a few more in it, but sadly they didn't make it out. And then just next to them, these are some of our new colour canaries that we bred, just some of our youngsters in here. Then we've got some mosaics just above them, and these are the ones that hatched out the Raza chick, just there. The Raza is in there sitting on the goldfinch eggs, so I'm not going to disturb her too much, but she's a really tight sitter. I don't know if you can see on the nesting pan the mite that I had, but what I done is I smothered the nest pan inside and out with mite, with Vaseline, and I sprayed it with poultry shield, which melts any mite eggs. some of our birds that we got yesterday from Stafford Bird Show. We got one pair of Irish Fancies, which is the white one just here, and then we got a pair of Razzers, which is this one and this one just here. There's the other Irish Fancy, and we've got a couple of young ones in there, what we've bred. And then really the other birds, the goldfinch is fine, the new colour canaries are fine. These Razzers, I don't know why, didn't manage to breed them, but we'll try them again next season. Yeah, and then at the top, the new colour canaries, she's got some eggs in there. I believe they're fertile, and we'll just see as the days go by if they are or not, and if we have any more for our last reminders. But what we'll do now, we'll have a look outside, baby flight, and then we'll go and take a look at the other birds in the other flight. So this is my little flight for my young birds, just simple really. Put the food over there, and then we've got some egg food in there next to the perch with the water on the floor, and got them a little apple tree in here. But these are doing really well. Really happy with these. They're coming on a treat, as you can see, flying around, all fit and healthy. At the back here there's plenty of cover near the trees, and it's lovely here for them. So as we're in here, this is the red ball cock, just at the wire. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but the nest that I was talking about in there, at the back, this is where the end built up, but now she's in a little nest just here, sitting on her eggs. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep the camera on her too long, but she's sitting on eggs, 5 eggs. Hopefully they're all fertile. As for the goldfinches, when I took the eggs out, what I done is I put some dummy eggs in there in the nest, and then I left them for about 5 days, and then I removed the dummy eggs. I took the nest out, I ripped it up and put it on the floor, and she's slowly building up again, as you can see in there. She's building up. The green finches are here. There's the nest pan that I was talking about. It's not the biggest. First time she nested over there. This time she's built a nest in here. But we'll give the bigger nest pan a try, and see how they get on with the bigger nest pan. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll just leave them for this season. The Siberian bullfinches, I did put one of the bigger nest pans in for these. This is the nesting material that I just put out the front. I'll open this door up, it'll clear things up. But that's the end, and then the cock is just up there. The nest is just in there. I've got a photo of the in the nest, which I'll put on the video. But fingers crossed we breed something from at least a pair out here. That would be the goal. When I had to eat, when it was hot, what I done is I put a tarpaulin sheet over the roof to try and give them a bit of shade, and I came out here quite a lot and sprayed them with water, just to keep them cool, and change the water 3 times a day, just to make sure that they're getting cold water and they're not overeating. But yeah, this is these. Well everybody, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully the next video with you, hopefully we'll have some baby Siberian goldfinches or bullfinches or even red poles. Hopefully I'll breed something from them birds outside. I'm happy, over the moon that I've bred a mule. That's very, very good for my first season. My canaries, over the moon with them. But next season what my plan is, I want to get all plastic cages to match my PVC roof and walls. So all my cages I want to be PVC plastic, and they're going to be easier to clean. It'll be nice to have something new in my bird room. And my birds that I got at the minute, I got a bit of a mixture of canaries, and the whole idea of doing that is to see which ones I like the most. So next season I want to get some 5 canaries. I ain't got 5 canaries, but I like 5 canaries. I see a lot on YouTube about 5 canaries. I see a lot on Facebook groups about 5 canaries. So I want to get some 5 canaries and a few more Razor canaries. I know I got the Irish fancy canaries. They're very similar to the Razor canaries. So my goal is now, eventually I'm going to be getting rid of these canaries, obviously not this time of the year, and then bring some pairs of Razor canaries in, and some pairs of 5 canaries, have all new cages, and be ready for next season. It's a little bit of a while away yet, but it's good to plan ahead. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some videos up of the Stafford Spring Bird Show, and that's going to be the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed the video of my birds and what I've been doing. I hope you have been breeding loads, and I hope that you enjoy watching my videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing and comments and the tips and everything I've had. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the videos that I've got from Stafford and some of the pictures. But yeah, I hope everybody's been keeping well and staying safe. But till the next one, thank you.
Is that the head? Yeah. I don't know, it's rather very young. No, I wouldn't be able to say. Without looking at the rest of the body. What's the alkaline got the red on?